You made it to phase 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, I am so excited you're here. You're doing it, you're doing the work. I just want to applaud you and congratulate you for still going through these modules. It's amazing, it's incredible, and I'm really proud of you. So, before we dive in to the next, 4, 5, and 6 modules, not 4, 5, you know what I'm saying, you get it. But I want to talk about why self-control is so important, okay? I think it's always good to start off these phases talking about the importance of the phase itself, and then of course we go into breaking it all down. Yes. So, here's the truth. The only thing we really have control over is ourselves. Life is always changing, life is very unpredictable, and that's just the normality, is that that's the commonality, is there is no commonality, if you will. Everything's always changing and it's fluid, and that's a beautiful thing, that's a great thing. And so the only thing we really have control over is ourselves, even, and I totally understand this, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. I know when I was dealing with bipolar anxiety and depression, it did not feel like I had any control over myself. I didn't know why my emotions were happening. Stuff was just coming up. I didn't feel like I could control it when I was in it. I just had to brace myself and hope that it would end and try to get through it. All of that fun jazz, right? But it is. That's what we're practicing here. That's not the case. That's not the case anymore, right? Felt like that before, but you know the truth now. You have control over how you show up, what you do, how you feel. Like you have control. It's just a matter of practice and repetition. That is what this phase is all about, right? It's all about that self-control, and that's how we start to really tap into that, okay? So the way I love to look at this, and the way I love to help people look at this, because I think it's massively beneficial, is seeing things as habits, right? We think of habits as like daily things, right? But emotions, reactions, unconscious behavior, right? That stuff that's running the show, it all becomes habitual, whether we want it to or not. And the reason is, I'll just share this with you, but the reason is habits reduce the amount of energy that we have to mentally spend on things, right? It doesn't feel so taxing because it's automatic. Like when you get in a car to drive, if you're driving, like when you get in a car, you don't think about, oh, I need to buckle my seatbelt. Oh, I need to put it into gear. You just do it, right? Same with brushing your teeth. That might be a better example. Is you just go through the motions. You don't think about having to put toothpaste on every time. You get my point. This is also why self-control and exercising that, even though it is incredibly important, it can feel like work. Okay, but it's temporary work until it becomes the habit. So, this is a common theme I see with how the bad forms, okay? But it's also the same way it can be beaten. Truly, truly, truly. And that's why self-control is so important. Because when we tap into that, baby, it changes the whole game, right? We get to beat it. We get to step in. We get to change the course of how things are happening. So, when you tap into self-control, you live with intention. You live with purpose, and you feel empowered, not because of what's happening in your life or what you're doing to somebody else or whatever that may be or what somebody else does for you, right? You feel empowered because of what you're doing within yourself. You get that control. Again, you get to live with intention. To live with integrity. You get to feel like, okay, this thing happened, but I've got it. And practicing this self-control builds trust within yourself. Building up that trust within yourself builds up your belief in what's possible, and all of that fosters self-love. That's the mental BLT that I love so much. Belief, love, and trust in ourselves. That's what we're building up, and we do that through exercising our self-control. It's why it's massively, massively, massively important. So, that's it for this video. You don't have to do anything else, of course. Go on to Module 4, Tackling Triggers. This one's going to be a game changer for you. This is how we're going to start stepping in and taking charge and taking names. But in like a loving way, Okay, go into Module 4. I'll see you in there.